How's it going, everybody? My name's Chris Tendo. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Last time, we got the Gerudo gear and successfully infiltrated Gerudo Town. They do not allow men in here for some reason, so we actually had to find a way to sneak into the town. Very heroic, I know. This time, we're going to be exploring the town, more so the bazaar part of the town. Not the crazy part, the bazaar, the actual, like, shopping center of the town. And just seeing what the place has to offer before we get set on helping out the Gerudo people by recovering the Thunder Helm for Lady Riju, my absolute 100% favorite character in the entire game because she's so cute. I love her. First things first, we're going to want to talk to this lady right here.
Saba Saba.
Saba Saba. Great. You got one of my last... you got the last of my free time... Great. You got the last of my free time with the greeting. What's the matter? I managed to I managed a shop that specialized in handmade accessories, but I've run out of flint. I need it to make my items, but if only I had 10, just 10 of some kind Vi would give me 10 pieces of flint, I could offer a nice reward. I can dream all I want though, nothing goes smoothly in this world. Accessories? I use rubies, sapphires, and other gems to make accessories. Each gem type has its own power that can transfer to whoever wears it. There's nothing I can do about not having any flint, though. Tools of the trade. We just gotta give this lady 10 pieces of flint and we get access to some pretty good gear. How many flint do we have is the real question. 11 pieces of flint! Hey, lady, guess what? Here's some flint. Wow, we actually got really lucky on that one. What? You're just giving these to me? Sarkos! Or Sarkso. But I can't take all this from you with just a Sarkso. We hardly know each other, and you've been so nice. The shop's been closed so long, I hardly have any inventory. Oh, of course! Now that I have some flint, I can make a jeweled accessory if you are interested in something. Okay, so right here, you get to have these items later on in the game by buying them, giving them the proper equipment for it, but right now you get the choice between one accessory. Ruby will give us some heat resistance, Sapphire will give us cold resistance, and Topaz will give us electric resistance. One of these is going to be much more useful as the game goes on. We don't need the ruby considering we already have heat-resistant gear and we're about to get some more heat-resistant gear in the very, very, very near future. We're not going to be getting cold-resistant gear, but I don't think we're going to be needing cold-resistant gear in the near future because when we actually do need it, we'll have a full set at our disposal. The electric-resistant gear, however, we're going to be facing a lot of electric enemies in the very near future. And throughout the rest of the game, shock arrows are going to be something that we're going to have to worry about. Thunderstorms and all the like, and the actual electric resistant gear that we get is a lot harder to come by than one would typically think. So I'm going to pick up the Topaz. Topaz has the power to grant electric resistance. So you think you like Topaz earrings? Yes, please. I thought you might pick that one. Please give me a moment. Brand new, especially for you. I think it turned out really well. And just like that, we get Topaz earrings. Shock resist. Thanks to you, I got the shop running again. If you ever need an accessory, please come by for a special discount. Just don't tell my other customers, okay? And now, looking at the inside of the shop, you can see if I could access the things, or does she have to be in the shop first before I can actually buy it? Yes, right here, the diamond circlet, which we already have. You need to use, you need 3 diamonds and 1,500 rupees before you can get it. Guardian resist up. The ruby circlet, we need 500 rupees and 3 rubies, and we can get this. We get, oh wait, I got those backwards. This will give us cold resistance. Sapphire will give us heat resistance, 3 and 800 rupees. Topaz, 5 topaz, so you need the most amount of gems, and 500, 500 rupees to get this one. So the most amount of gems you can see why I got the topaz earrings. Next, opal gives us swim speed up, although we have the entire Zora set, so this is only good if you have not gotten the Zora set just yet, although I will be buying all of these. Upgrading will probably be not on the list, but you need 8 opal to get this one. Opal's a pretty common gem, so that shouldn't be too bad. And last but not least, the amber earrings. These give the most defense out of everything, but the least amount of utility, if you ask me, considering that, well, we have the soldier's set. So why not just wear the soldier's helm and upgrade that instead of using 10 amber? It just does not make sense to me. But this one causes the wearer to have the most defense out of all the earrings. 100 rupees, 10 amber to buy. We will be coming back here a little bit later when we have more rupees and gems to spend it on. But this is a shop that we're definitely going to want to keep in mind. Right here, we have the food shop in the bazaar. So we have Volt Fruit, which will give us shock resistance. Hydro Melon, which will give us cooling effects. And the most overpowered fruit in the game, the Hardy Durian. Cooking one of these will give us a max heart plus 3 hearts recovery. So, yeah, really, really good. I know an area in the game that we're going to be going to a little bit later that we can just buy that, or we can get like 20 of those per run through. So buying it now is not exactly the most beneficial thing. But I mean, if you're about to go to a boss fight, hey, I mean, anything helps out, am I right? In Gerudo Town, you can buy a white variant of the Gerudo Veil, although we can probably just color this stuff if I remember correctly. 180, 180, and 180. So that would be number on screen for how many rupees you need for this kind of stuff. So I don't know if it's more beneficial or less beneficial. I'm too lazy to do math right now. Over here, we have the mushroom vendor. So if you want iron shroom, razor shroom, sun, zap, and chill shrooms for any kind of defense or attack up or any sort of resist up, there you go. Over here, if you need certain kind of cooking ingredients, you have Tabantha wheat, Hylian rice, and rock salt. Rock salt you should not need to buy considering how easy it is to come into the world. Tabantha wheat might be the one that you need to buy the most because Hylian rice, I think you can just cut down grass in certain areas of the game and you can just find it right then and there. Over here is the arrow vendor. You can buy huge bundles for a lot of money. 10 shock arrows, 10 ice arrows, 10 fire arrows for 140 rupees each. You can buy a bundle of 5 arrows for 20 rupees. Or you can buy a bundle of 20 bomb arrows for 600 rupees. This is a good place to stock up. And right over here, you can find good meat. For a town full of women, that's pretty hard to come by, am I right? But over here, seasoned gourmet meat, seared prime, and seared steak. I think this is the least helpful shop, considering that right over there you can cook the hardy durians, but I mean, you know, maybe you just want to have some extra raw meat in your inventory. That is pretty much all the stuff in the main part of the bazaar, but if you go over to this little secret area, you see this door that leads to... What's the password? Well, I don't exactly know the password just yet, so let's go E. And what comes next? T, extraterrestrial, and C. What comes last? The music note. Go drink milk at the bar or something. So we need the password. However, they gave us a hint on how to get the password right there. If we go to the bar all the way across town, we gotta be a little sneaky here. If I remember this correctly, we can just climb close to this ledge. Hold on a minute. Hold on, how do I do this? I remember that this was always kind of a pain in the butt for me. Yeah, there are some pretty drunk people here. So do you have anything to say? Oh, I was going to tell you, I finally got my hands on the password for you, Nowhere. Seriously? Wow, that place is a little crazy, isn't it? Maybe, but I'm really interested. Anyway, the password is... Wait a second. Did you really think we wouldn't see you standing there listening to our conversation? So rude, this is a private conversation. Go away. Well, okay. I believe if we jump off and we climb up, I think we can eavesdrop on their little conversation here. Guess who's an idiot? You're right, I am. So, I thought I had to climb this wall and eavesdrop, but turns out if you go into the store next door, there are these windows right next to them. Now all you gotta do is go up and hit listen next to this window on the right. What was up with that little Hylian Vi earlier anyway? Forget her. Just hurry up and tell us the password, Yido. Oh, that's right, the password. It's GSC Diamond. I overheard Solua talking about it, so I'm sure that's right. GSC Diamond, what could that be? Oh, I get it, Gerudo Secret Club. GSC, but that's the diamond at the, what's the diamond at the end mean anyway? Who knows? All right, so now that we actually have the Gerudo Secret Club password after fumbling around like an idiot for a while, we're gonna go back to the secret club entrance and see what's so secret about this Gerudo Secret Club. It's a good thing everything in this town is pretty close by together because it means less editing for me, so yay! But going right to the door, that voice, I recognize you from earlier. Did you get our password wrong? You have to wait until the next day to try again. Oh, come on! All right, fine. That sucks. All right, so I believe, do I have a fire sword on me? Oh, yes, I do. Light this, and we will wait until the next day. 6 a.m., so if we wait until the next day in the morning, I believe that should give us plenty of time. Yep, 5 a.m. of the next day. G, S, C. So I got one of the pieces right. Diamond. All right, you can come in. Entering the store, you can see, hey, I haven't seen your face around here. Looks like we got ourselves a rare visitor. I guess I have a suspicious mind, so maybe don't ask too many questions, and I won't either. You're a member here now, so thanks for your patronage, or thanks for your something. I didn't read that last word. You can see we have an armor shop. They sell 2 armor pieces, one of which is really good, one of which I have never found a use for. We have the Desert Vo armor set. This provides heat resistance, but also allows us to upgrade the armor rating. This is a very, very good armor set. However, I do not have enough rupees to get it all. 13, 655, so hold on, let me get my calculator out. I'm gonna do a little bit of math here. Holy crap. Okay, so 650 for the trousers, plus 1300 for the spalder for the chest piece, plus 450 for the headband, totals 2,400 rupees. I'm 2,300 rupees short. We're gonna be saving up a little bit before we can get this. However, over here, oh no, that's a special, or oh, that's a special one made using luminous stone. If you're interested, you'll need to trade me the materials, and there's also a handling fee too. 800, 800, 800, plus to buy it, we need 9 luminous stone. We're a little short, so this one's gonna be getting here a little bit later. The radiant skirt. I apologize, my throat's still a little sore. I'm nursing a bottle of water right now. The radiant mask, and the radiant tights. I'm not gonna get into what those are good for yet, but later on I think I will. Actually, let me see. Can I sell to you? Sava, What is this place? I already know what this place is. Wait a minute, hold on. I wanna read that again. What is this place? This is the Gerudo Secret Club, or GSC for short, or Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal version for short. This is the only shop in Gerudo Town where someone could buy clothes meant for a Vo to wear. Despite it being illegal to sell Vo clothing in this town, there is a high demand for such things. I've never seen a Vo disguise himself as a Vi like you have, though. We each have something to hide, I suppose. So let's ignore that and move on to business. Okay, buy from me. Now, as much as I want to save up on all this gear, I don't see myself needing them in the near future. So we're going to sell all of our topaz. All of our amber. all of our opals. And the one that hurts me the most, to sell all of our rubies. And all of our sapphires. I don't want to sell it, but we even need the radiant stuff, so we'll just have to save up later on to get all that equipment. 3,500. We now have enough to buy the desert gear. Desert Vogue gear, I should say. Oh god, it always hurts me to buy new armor sets, because yeah, it's really cool stuff, but I mean, all my rupees! 1,100 rupees left to spare. Now, I would model the desert gear for us, but we will get kicked out of town. Actually, however, I think we can actually model the gear in Gerudo Secret Club. So, without further ado, Link with the Desert Vogue gear. Now, this gear is one of my favorite sets in the game. However, you can only use it in the desert and the desert surrounding regions, because this is the only place that requires heat resistance at this extent. We'll get into that when we get to the Death Mountain area. Looking at our temperature gauge, however, we can go through any hot area. It just totally gets rid of all the fire or all the heat on our temperature gauge. So we are set in that category. This stuff does require a decent amount of materials rather to upgrade it. That I believe I remembering this correctly, you can get in the desert surrounding regions. So we're good there. The only thing that hurts me is this. It's so expensive. It really is 2,400 rupees. Holy crap. Having that times 2 set bonus, however, will give us shock resistance. Something that the Thunder Helm can do naturally, which I believe it almost eliminates all electrical damage. It's a very good set to have. That shock resist really helps out in certain enemy types in the game. And especially the boss fight. When we get into the boss fights in this area, one in particular will stand out. What do I mean by that? We'll get to that at the end of the desert. Don't walk into town wearing your Vo set, however. You'll be kicked out immediately. Put your Gerudo veil back on, and we can walk back into town. Now, I think, with the exception of a few notable people I want to talk to, that was everything that we can do in Gerudo Town, barring side quests. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. One last thing we want to do, we can go right over here. This is the Inn of Gerudo Town. There's a, looks like milk, butter, a certain type of snail, and Tabantha wheat. So we'll be coming back here to make that dish later on, but simply put, if you want to go to the inn in Gerudo Town, this is where you can go. And with that, I'm going to call it an episode right here. Today, we did a lot. We got into the Gerudo Secret Club by eavesdropping on some fine Gerudo at the milk bar, or whatever kind of bar that. It's just a regular bar. We went to all the vendors and saw that this place actually has a lot of stuff for us to get. Found out that we can get 2 cool types of armor sets in the Gerudo Secret Club, one of which we'll be getting a little bit later. Discovered the inn, all the cool food vendors, which we will be coming back to later on. This amazing arrow vendor, which we will be coming back to with more rupees. And next time, I say we start helping the Gerudo people by discovering on the location, or the possible location, I don't think they know where the Thunder Helm went exactly, of said Thunder Helm. Oh my gosh, that was a mouthful. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you did. Share the video, most importantly. Check out my socials on the top right of my channel. And as always, have a good one, everybody. Please, take it easy. Next time, it's gonna be a doozy.